Ready to do some punching in 3D? Just like that? I'm talking about Street Fighter 3D, Super Street Fighter 4 3D edition.
Street Fighter in 3D? Victor Lucas, what are you talking about?
It's crazy.
I live in the future?
It's crazy time. Yeah, this is our first 3DS review. It's a game we're very familiar with already, Super Street Fighter 4.
We have played a lot of it.
And guess what? No corners were cut. I feel like it's like a scaled model of the 360 or PS3 game. It's like a perfect replica.
It's like a little ship
miniature.
in a bottle.
Yeah, exactly.
Except it's a game.
Except
and it's a fighting game.
And it's a perfect recreation. Capcom makes good fighting games.
They do.
Yeah.
And is this a good fighting game, Victor Lucas? Tell me.
Absolutely it is. It is very much the same type of experience that you would get with Super Street Fighter 4 on the console. I know, it's crazy.
This is probably the biggest portable game I've ever held in my hands. I mean, I don't know how else to say that. Put that on your damn box cover.
I know, it's
insane. A huge game. It's all there. All the characters are there. The animations are there.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the background animations, they're made static.
Yeah, but it's still because they've added this really gimmicky thing with the 3D, because you don't really need it to play the game. It doesn't really make the game better, but it's cool.
It is cool.
And it looks so sweet to have that background.
Did you end up turning it on or off?
I did a little bit of both, but you know, because there's the 3D viewing mode where you're over the shoulder.
And it really works.
I mean, nothing really changes with the gameplay, and honestly, the 3DSs that we both have are so new, and the buttons and the D-pad are so stiff still, you know, nothing's been worked in, so pulling off some of the rotational stuff was very hard for me.
Well, yeah, very hard for me too, and you know, I kept bouncing back and forth between the D-pad and the analog nub, and I really just had a hard time. I mean, what they've done is they've used the touchscreen on the bottom half to throw some of your special moves.
I was using that.
It feels cheap to me.
I was totally cheaping out.
See, what happens is I'll start off a fight saying I'm not going to use the touchscreen, and then I'd get in trouble, and I'd say, well, the hell with it. I got everybody else is using it.
The control is just too tricky still.
I thought it would be okay because I played a lot of Street Fighter 2 on the SNES, and I thought I would be fine, but you know what? I can't do what I want to do.
It takes 6 months to work these things in.
I don't think it's ever going to work.
I think it will. No, I think it will.
I mean, I couldn't throw a Dragon Punch for the life of me. I could throw one out of every 10.
I know, it was hard.
And otherwise, I'm just doing this all the time.
Well, I guess this is one we'll have to reboot and check back on.
This is such a violent, visceral game for me that I was a little concerned for the well-being of my 3DS while I was playing this, because I was really hammering on the 3DS.
This is
and
an
I can feel it
intense
creaking in my hands because look at these hands. These are not small. And you know what that means, ladies?
Yes, that's right. Understood.
It is an intense game, and you are gonna You're gonna be animated while you play this thing, and I'll tell you that is a problem if you're playing in 3D, because the minute you shift out of that perfect alignment with your eyeballs, everything's blurry for a second, and then guess what? The Japanese guy you're playing, he has killed you.
I am Akuma, and I will teach you the meaning of pain.
Look, there's no launch title for the 3DS that better shows off its power than this. You gotta have this, if only just to show your friends, hey, this is how awesome this thing is.
Honestly, it's such an excellent game. This will be a game you keep going back to.
I don't know if I'll keep bringing this one.
I'll
show this to people.
It'll be in my DS bag forever.
Nah, I don't think so. Not for me.
I love this thing. What are you gonna give Super Street Fighter 4 3D edition?
It's a 7.5 from me.
It's a 9 from me.